All right, another successful mission.
Usually uncomfortable? Can you ask the raptor for motivation, please? Okay.
She's very photogenic.
Nothing can stop us now.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's Chip and Dale. How are you guys doing? Hello, Grogu.
Johnny, be shy. If you want to over.
Now, Universal Orlando Resort, Earl the Squirrel needs his own Christmas tree over here for the meet and greet. I think so. I think we're gonna make that happen. We'll put that.
4 of you have tried to kill me in the past. 1 of you succeeded.
Do you think the people on the moon ever look over and say, wow, it's a full spaceship Earth tonight? We opened Kona, I don't remember what it's called.
Gateway, Disney's Pop Century Resort, and Disney's Art of Animation Resort.
Speaking of
We
Art
hope
of
you enjoyed
Animation
your visit to
Resort,
Hollywood today. Now wave goodbye to your adoring fans below. Bye!
Owen, wave goodbye. Good morning, Magic Crew! Welcome in, everybody. Happy Tuesday, and welcome to another Ear to Ear Magic live stream coming to you live from the Walt Disney World Resort here in Orlando, Florida. How are you guys doing today? It is August 5th. We are fully into the new month. Owen's not tired at all. We are ready to take you guys over to one of our favorite resorts today, Disney's Art of Animation
In
Resort.
just a few moments, we will be traveling over the headwaters of the Everglades.
Ooh.
The water that flows from the protected
Headwaters.
wetlands around Walt Disney World Resort travels all the way to the Everglades, the Atlantic Ocean, and the Gulf of Mexico.
That looks like a super great.
It may look like just a ditch, guys, but these are the headwaters of the Everglades, right there. That's everybody's parking here just to see that. How you guys doing today? We are coming in to do our weekly summer series of taking you guys to a different Walt Disney World hotel resort to give you guys an idea of what the hotels are like. This is our 4th year of doing so, and we're glad you guys could join us today as we come to Disney's Art of Animation Resort. Probably one of my favorite resorts just because of the theming. And so much to do and so much to enjoy. So even if you're not staying at Art of Animation, if you ever do some resort hopping, Art of Animation is a great place to go to. We have parked here at Disney's Hollywood Studios because I'm going to tell you, unless you're staying at Art of Animation, security will not let you park there. So if you're doing resort hopping, you either need to park over at Disney Springs and take a bus over, or you can use the Skyliner system from wherever and access Art of Animation, which is what we're doing here today.
We will be arriving at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort shortly. All passengers must disembark and transfer at this station. Thank you, and we hope you enjoyed the most magical flight on Earth.
Good morning, everybody. If this is the first time you've ever joined us here at Ear to Ear Magic. Hi, my name is Chris. I'm your Disney travel agent in the parks and your camera operator for today's live stream. Along with me is my son, Owen, who's here to talk
Please
in between the
remain seated
announcements.
until the doors automatically open.
Attempt to
When exiting the
talk
cabin,
in
please
between
supervise
announcements.
children, collect your belongings, and watch your step. Thank you for flying with us. Por favor, permanezcan sentados hasta que las puertas se abran automáticamente. Al salir de la cabina, por favor, cuide a sus pequeñitos,
Calcula sus pertenencias y observe sus pasos. Gracias por volar con nosotros.
All right, we're going to be jumping off the Caribbean Beach line, taking a quick right, and we'll be taking us on the Art of Animation and Pop Century line. Easy access for resort hopping. Go for it. Thank you. As you guys are watching this or any of the other live streams, look at Stitch. You are ready to make your next Walt Disney World vacation reservation. We would love for you guys to reach out to us. HereToYourMagic.com is our website. You can go to the travel services page, fill out any of the forms. The one for Disney is good for both Walt Disney World and Disneyland. And feel free to fill it out. Tell us when you want to travel, who's coming with you. Let's get back with you with a quote, help you book and plan your next vacation at no cost to you. Thank you guys for supporting us as a small business and allowing us to be a part of your family or organization's trip. Whether it's Walt Disney World, Universal, cruising, or the
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. Now get ready to travel back in time and enter the animated worlds of Disney. We are on our way to Disney's Pop Century Resort and Disney's Art of Animation Resort.
One of the things that makes Art of Animation such a great resort nowadays is its access to the Skyliner. The Skyliner allows you to get on this line that we're on now, takes you over to Caribbean Beach. You can continue on over to Epcot or to Hollywood Studios. If you do not have your car with you, or even if you are driving to Walt Disney World, the fact that you can get on the Skyliner and get to 2 of the 4 Walt Disney World parks without having to get on a bus is, I hate to use the word, but it is somewhat magical. People love it, people do enjoy it, and it's been a great addition. It's been a huge value overall. So,
Just ahead and to the right is Disney's Art of Animation Resort, a larger-than-life resort that celebrates the creative magic that goes into crafting Disney animated films, from sketches to reality. On your left is Disney's Pop Century Resort, a memorable resort that celebrates the way we lived, played, and communicated with each other throughout the 20th century.
Jen, we do not have any heads up yet, and it is somewhat strange that this is normally a time when we already have Disneyland open for 2026, but we haven't been given any heads up as of yet. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in, Tori. I see Greg is with us this morning. Welcome in, Leo. Janine, good morning. Welcome. Chronos Keeper Craig, how you doing this morning? How you doing, Calvin? Welcome in, Otney. Patrick's here with us. Stitch has got the zoomies.
In just a few moments, we will be arriving at the only floating Skyliner station at Walt Disney World Resort. Passengers can disembark here for Disney's Pop Century Resort and for Disney's Art of Animation Resort.
We ran into Mouse Ears and Beers right over there. What a surprise.
Bon voyage.
Mouse Ears and Beers was staying at the Art of Animation. You can give us all kinds of advice on today's stream about what you like and even what you dislike about Art of Animation. Guys, I think it's very important as a travel agent to be upfront and honest to say what we like and what we dislike about each resort, because if we talk about just what we like, then we may miss a point that is very crucial to somebody else making an important decision of where to stay for their vacation. So right. How are you doing today? All right, so good morning, Magic Crew. Good to see you this morning. I'm excited today not because only that we're going to be checking out Art of Animation, which is just a fun resort. There's so much to see and do, even just walking around. As far as photo ops, it's all about animation, so your kids and your grown-up kids are going to love coming out and seeing all their favorite characters out here amongst the rooms as you walk around, take photos, play around, and just enjoy it. But also today is the first Tuesday of the month, which means today we're also going to be having our Zoom call. Now, if you think that I don't enjoy this as much as I talk about it, you've never been on one. But tonight we're going to be having our Zoom call for our patrons over on Patreon. It's going to start at 7 p.m. tonight. We hope that if you guys are patrons, you're going to join us tonight, but I'm looking forward to seeing you guys all there tonight. So make sure to put it on your calendar. Patreon.com/ear-to-ear magic. Interesting. All right. The gimbal is acting a little weird. Maybe it's the mode. Let's see. There we go. Nope. All right. I'm going to turn my gimbal off for just a second and turn it back on. And I'm going to show you guys, I'm trying to show you guys the chalk that's on the ground. You see what we got here, Owen? Oh, I just realized it's backwards. No wonder. Hang on. No wonder it's so easy to get to my phone. The gimbal's on backwards. All right. Hang on one second, guys. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna put you guys on we're not at security, but I'm gonna put you guys on a security screen for just a second. There's a pressure washer? That's a loud one. All right, there we go. I put it in the gimbal wrong. That was user error as always. All right, so look, we have some Cool Kids Summer chalk drawings out here today. Some cast members coming out. And they have Artist of the Day, and they have some kids come out and decorate. So, Cool Kids Summer. We got one more month left of that. It's going to go on until Labor Day weekend. All right. Got a pressure washer over here. They're cleaning off the benches, getting them all nice and clean. I do love the fact that Disney does an amazing job of keeping up maintenance, continual cleaning. They pressure wash the sidewalks regularly. They're pressure washing the benches off today. They're always like repainting and making things look pristine. So yeah, you're paying premium prices to go to stay at these resorts, but they do a premium job of keeping them up to date. Looking good. All right, we're going to be coming back in. This is the main center area. The main pool. We're going to be taking you guys over to the lobby, and this is the Finding Nemo section.
So there are 4 animated movies that are most of the resort, and it's 4 separate sections. Those would be Finding Nemo, Cars, The Lion King, and Little Mermaid.
Cars, Finding Nemo, and The Lion King are all suites and family rooms. That's the one thing that really does set this resort apart. The Little Mermaid are what you would consider to be more regular standard rooms, like you would find over at Pop Century.
We'll be able to see the reason behind that, why you may want to
Yeah. Let's start off in the lobby. We're gonna take you guys over to the lobby first, walk through, and then we're gonna come back out and hit each of the 4 sections. This is the big blue pool. It is huge. I love that when we were here, I don't think it was this year, but last year in January, and it was somewhere around 55 degrees out. It was very chilly for us. And there was one kid in the pool. And that one kid was like, "This is my pool." Like, that was awesome. And that kid was obviously from Michigan, because only a kid from Michigan or somewhere else in the north would be able to swim around in the pool when it's 55 degrees and enjoy it. All right. Come back out later, talk about the big blue pool, the drop off, and take you guys all over the resort for a full walking tour. Just as a quick overview, we're going to be taking you guys in the animation hall. We have just come in from the Skyliner up here through the main center. Over here, Cars, Finding Nemo, The Lion King, and The Little Mermaid. We'll be taking those out in just a moment. But first, animation hall. And air conditioning. How you doing this morning, Dopey Runner? Welcome in, Ken. Yes, this is across Hourglass Lake from Pop Century. Good morning, Whitney. Welcome in, Gina. Gina says Midwest winters are no joke. Anything above 50 degrees and we're in shorts. Exactly. So I'm going to walk back out toward the front. We'll start off towards kind of seeing what you would see if you were coming in from the front for check-in. And we're going to take you in through the front of the lobby. Shannon and Baby sees the drop-off. Exactly. Tori says, my family loved this resort until we came back to our room and our dog was missing half the hair on his head and no one can explain what or how it happened. There was no hair in the kennel or room. Whoa! Your dog was missing half the hair on his head?
Someone came in and shaved your dog.
Someone came in and shaved your dog? Like a free kennel? Like, there we go. No charge.
Have you ever seen like that? Like
at least they cleaned up.
Like before the headline of man breaks into like house, shaves cat, leaves.
No, but I've heard the story of the guy came into somebody's house, cleaned the entire house, like from top floor to bottom, cleaned the entire house and then left. And the people who came in were so shocked. Turns out it was a cleaning service and they had the wrong address. And they cleaned their entire house. Why does nothing like that ever happen to us? All right, so welcome in, guys. Art of Animation. Now, it's a little hard to get to but I got to show it to you. I'm going to step out into the street. Please don't do this. But I got to show you the main sign because it's a cool sign. Disney's Art of Animation Resort. It looks better at the end of the day because the sun is on the opposite side of the sign. But it is bright, it is beautiful, and it's a great way to say hello and welcome home as you make your way into your resort for your upcoming vacation. As Owen mentioned, there are 4 Disney animation classics featured here at Art of Animation. Cars from Pixar, The Little Mermaid, Finding Nemo, and The Lion King. So 2 Pixar and 2 Disney Renaissance films from the 1990s. Yeah, how do you clean someone's house without a key? You know, they didn't get into the details, but I mean, I've heard of someone coming in, you know, breaking in and stealing your stuff, but breaking in and cleaning everything, that seems like the perfect crime. Now, one thing I want to get into before we even get into the lobby, I want to quickly talk about one thing that's very important if you were to reach out to us when it comes to booking this resort. A couple of things I want you guys to be aware of. One, the Little Mermaid rooms are different from the other 3. The Little Mermaid rooms are what was originally built to be the 1940s Pop Century building before they stopped construction on this side. This was supposed to be a continuation of Pop Century, the early years. So they built the 1940s building and then construction stopped and they sat there. When they revitalized the idea of this hotel, they continued to build, but the 40s were already built, so they made them into the Little Mermaid rooms, and then they completely changed the rest of the buildings into family suites, which will have a completely separate bedroom that door closes, 2 bathrooms, a sofa couch, and a Murphy bed table. So it sleeps up to 6, plus you can bring in a crib. Now, that's why it's different between Cars, Finding Nemo, and Lion King from the Little Mermaid rooms. So that's 2 different styles at the same resort. But the other thing to keep in mind is if you contact us and you have a specific room style, if your kids love Finding Nemo, you could request and we can say, we're gonna put you in Finding Nemo and we'll get you an exact price. If your kids love Cars, we can make Cars happen. We can book you into a Cars room. Same thing for the Lion King. If you do not have a preference, we can actually book you into what they call a category where Disney gets to choose which of the 3 sections you go into, and the price comes down a little bit because you have that flexibility. So if you don't care if you're in Finding Nemo, or if you're in Cars, or if you're in the Lion King, and you book that just put me wherever, your room price is going to come down just a little bit, and you never know, you can get any of those. Do me a favor though, if you want to be in Finding Nemo, that's in the prime section. It's right there down the middle. It's always going to be a little pricier because it's priority. It's right there. You know, it's if you want a section, don't book the put me wherever, because you might not get what you want, and then someone goes, I really wanted the other one. Just book whatever section you want. But a little tip here from a travel agent. If you don't care which ones, you can save a little bit of money by letting Disney choose which one you get into. That way they have the flexibility to move people around if they need to. How you doing, Andrea? Jeannie says, who else remembers seeing the empty Little Mermaid buildings from Pop Century when they stopped construction after 9/11? Yep. Shop Girl Merle said this will be our resort in 61 days. Sweet. All right, so Owen, you want to have the honors?
So,
Yeah, go for it. Tell everybody about what happens when they walk into the lobby.
so like I said, the process of animation, everything that goes into it, much of the resort is based off of it, and you will actually see when you first walk in concept sketches for these movies that over time, well, I say over time, the further you get down this wall, the more you'll get to it, the final designs for characters that they settled on. So for instance, this is what one of Ursula's original designs is going to look like right there. She still had a tail.
Yeah, she was not an octopus in the very beginning in the concepts of the storyline. I thought she was going to be a mermaid like they were.
There's really cool sketches. Got Timon, got Pumbaa, we got Nemo. I always have to, there's always like some I have to point out on this wall every time we come by. Like for instance, this terrifying trunk Bruce, and as well as,
Imagine if that was Nemo.
I forget if that was Nemo, for the thing about if that was Dory.
Oh my gosh. Scary.
The Dory looked like she like drunk like 7 cups of coffee in a row or something. I don't know.
She would be in your face. She would be...
Like 17 energy drinks. Yeah, so we have.
You know, the animation process is extremely important. Because, I mean, it changes over time. Now look at Ursula down here. She went from the mermaid Notice in the very beginning, all those concept drawings are just in pencil, charcoal, chalk, no colors. As time goes on, you're going to see a little more color come in, a little more detail. You'll refine the characters and refine the drawings.
Dory sponsored by Monster Energy. You just need to keep swimming. Simba. We have a more friendlier version of Dory down here. Start to see a bit more in-depth sketches with shading and coloring. It's really cool to see how, like, in some of the designs for the Cars characters, they actually pulled from animals for that one field scene. Yeah. Iconic shot right there. Maynard starting to look like himself. And while we started out with just random undefined sketches, we started to get to this end of the wall
It's funny how Simba looks a lot like, you know, in his beginning, he looks a lot like what his son turned out to look like later on in the sequel. So it makes me wonder if when they changed him, they didn't go back to that design later on for his sequel.
And we get to in here, we got some defined designs.
This is one of my favorite photo ops right here in the lobby. You have your kids sit right up against the wall right here and kind of like, you know, give Simba the look. I just think that's a cool photo op. I like that one. And of course, they're playing songs in the lobby from the movies. Full progression, and it's fun that as you come in, especially if you're waiting for your check-in, to use this as an opportunity to talk about this with your kids, about how the animation process works, and give them examples of it. And of course, on the other side, you get the progression of the color wheel.
That's not the only time in the lobby you'll see concepts. You have a chandelier with individual frames.
How you doing today, Ari?
And the entrance to our gift shop that you can pick up actually guys. I'm blanking on the word.
What's that?
Not like full animation, like storyboard.
Storyboards, yeah. This is your storyboard. Storyboards, of course, are what animators use to basically put their movie up on something that they can walk through and talk the story through with the animators so that they understand as they're animating what's happening in the story. So you've got all 4 films up here, including The Lion King, Finding Nemo, and then of course Cars. And The Little Mermaid. Now we've got full sun coming into the chandelier right now. But I love this chandelier because not only does it have individual actual hand-drawn sketches from the films, but if you look very carefully, there are certain ones that are very special because they have been autographed. Either by the animator or I want to find you my favorite as I walk around with my head turned up. Oh, the sun's not helping. I might have to have Owen help me because the sun is so blinding. Yeah. Hey, can you help me find Jody's? Ah, there we go. Bring this in here. The Little Mermaid one was autographed by Jody Benson, who is the voice actor of Ariel. So if you look carefully, you can actually find autographs from the voice actors, from the characters on the chandelier. How you doing, Jomas? Good dog. Welcome in, Mandy. Good morning, Majority. How are you guys? Joseph, welcome in for the Czech Republic. So you got to look up for some of the details as well. The main lobby also contains our Pixel Play arcade off to my left. Large arcade for the family to play. A Disney Vacation Club kiosk for questions about Disney Vacation Club. There is a business center for computers. There is a ATM machine. There is a spot to get your fuel rods changed out. Free to do it my way. And we'll move into the ink and paint shop. You guys are just joining us. Welcome to Disney's Art of Animation Resort. One of our favorite resorts to stay at, even to just visit. We do have resort-specific merchandise. Those who enjoy staying at their resorts, their favorite resorts, can take home some souvenirs. Let everybody know which resorts they enjoy the most. What's got on? Paintbrush pen. How you doing, Shaquille?
Really fine. So every resort is going to have a gift shop, which is not only going to include resort merch like this, merch that you find in the parks, as well as any snacks or materials you may need to bring back to the room. Coloring book?
Coloring book. Crayons. Today's artist of the day, Izzy. Izzy painted the baby Simba.
It's hard to see like the eye because it's just a dot and like those three layers and it's just like Samba.
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 Samba. Luggage tag. Beach towels, loungewear, t-shirts, paintbrush on the handle.
Okay, you did test for this.
Handle test.
Not bad. Still kind of small.
How you doing, Nikki? Good morning, Jennifer. Welcome in, Laureen. How are ya? Michael, yes, the food court does accept Disney gift cards. And the other thing, Michael, is keep in mind, sometimes people will come and stay at Pop Century, and if they eat at the resort, they only eat at Pop Century. This seems like a silly tip, but people forget about it. If you're staying at Pop Century, walk across Hourglass Lake and go have a meal over at Art of Animation. Stay in at Art of Animation, walk over to Pop Century. Try something different, try something new. Instead of eating, if you're going to be here for a week and you're going to have several meals here, maybe swap over and try some different foods. Or even crazy, get on the Skyliner. Go over to Caribbean Beach and do even something crazier like having the swashbuckler burger. Owen would be very happy with that.
Whatever we had last time, that was good. The pork something, I don't know.
What's on the back of the ears? Because on the model, I couldn't show the back. Why is it we never see Marlin? Always Nemo. Never Marlin. Marlin, it's always Nemo and Dory. Or Marlin.
I mean, it would fit.
Spirit jersey.
It would fit the target audience. I'm sure there's a lot of stressed out dads right there, out there who are trying to protect their kids from doing.
I'm looking for my son.
Shout out to when like I wasn't with you and I like come back to you and someone lost their son who happened to have the same name as me. I was like, okay, I'm here. What's the problem?
I remember that. Oh, it was over in Animal
It
Kingdom.
was over in Animal Kingdom. It's like coming out of like
We were at Satuli Canteen.
coming out of Satsuki Canteen. So everyone's yelling my name.
Owen's freaking out because he's like, I'm here.
So calm down. What a
I don't even know you, dude. Good gift shop.
good morning, guys.
Good morning. Lots of space. And look, they even have the Halloween stuff here, guys. Halloween. Hey, someone in the chat said yesterday, thank you. I forgot who it was, but somebody left a comment on yesterday's stream. Thank you to everybody who left a comment after yesterday's stream was over. Someone commented that the combination of the black hat and the baseball jersey would probably be really good. And I'm like, now that I'm thinking about it, that would be pretty good. And here it is on the mannequin. Exactly. I think it's a very good look. I would wear that. So, how you doing, Cricket Girl? Crazy 5 Adventure says, I collect the pins or coffee mugs from the resorts. So, hey, do you have that one yet? Do you have the one from, do you have the one from Art of Animation? Are you watching Disney? Are you watching? Didn't you need this content? Don't you need this content? Oh.
Bad habit of mine every time I walk
Even though you're at a resort, they have all of the Halloween merches here too.
So yeah, like I was just saying, like they have merch specific from the park.
So
if they have a seasonal collection, they will.
So this is a good
Usually-
gift shop. Is what I'm saying is you don't have to go. It's not like they have like the weird stuff that nobody else buys, that they just stick in a resort. No. It's they have a great selection of in-park souvenirs and resort-specific gear as well.
The old doll that's been watching everyone since the resort's open. There.
It's still there.
You can only see in the reflection, but there's one of the previous Mickey that's up there. It's just like a very old Mickey doll.
I can't remember if it was here or Pop Century.
No, it was definitely here.
Yeah. There's a Mickey hidden up in the rafters.
You can only see it by like looking at a reflection and shining a light on it, but it's been.
That's right. They have a cast member who had a flashlight they brought out just to show us. All right. Landscape of flavors. Now, breakfast is until 11.
It's breakfast for 5 more minutes. If you want pancakes, you need to move it.
We got to move it. We got to move it. Landscape of flavors. At one point, this was our family's favorite place to eat. Even when we weren't staying here, we would make a trip over and dine here at the Landscape of Flavors. They had great options, and they would, at that point back in the day, we're talking 2016, 2017, 2018, before we moved here in Orlando to do what we do on a regular. When we would come and visit, we would come and eat here, and we knew that on different days of the week they would have different food. Now, they don't do that anymore like they used to, but it was a favorite place for our family. Oh, dude. I know later on it's World Princess Week. I don't know when that actually is, but Rapunzel, berries and cream cake. Berries and cream, vanilla cake, lemon cheesecake mousse, and blackberry jam. Oh, look at that. That looks good. Those are pretty. I have a feeling those are going to be here all month for Princess Week. There's Finding Nemo Dome. The Little Mermaid cupcake. Owen knows I was going to go gaga over the blackberry jam, so I love blackberries. Put blackberries in some sort of pastry and I'm going to be all over it. your grab and go. You've got desserts, you've got bakery options for breakfast.
Sorry, I love this right here.
Better for you.
Better for you. Salads.
Giant cakes for celebratory reasons. All your grab and goes here for a quick run in, grab it, and run right back out. How you doing today, Karen? Miss Lisa Marie, all of our UK fam hanging out with us today. Welcome in. When is Princess Week? It's usually the 3rd week of August. So I'm not surprised to already see some sort of princess thing out, but we'll probably get some more details. I expect that during that week we'll have princess themed treats all over the Walt Disney World Resort. So we'll have to look and see. If anybody else wants to look it up for us. But usually it's like the 3rd week of August. Do they still have the Alfredo pasta and meatballs? That's Andrew's fave. I have a hard time believing they'd get rid of that. But we are still at breakfast, so any of the menus we look at are going to be, you know, hash browns, eggs, spike. Yes. And I do love the fact that, you know, because of that, depending on what you and your family's taste are like, you know, somebody's getting pasta, somebody's getting a, you know, half chicken, somebody's getting the, you know, a Asian flair or an Indian flair, or you can, of course, I love to come over here and watch them make waffles. It's a little late for that now, but they have an entire waffle station back there, just nothing but waffle irons. And they're making Mickey waffles left and right.
So you can get like your go-tos like pizza, pasta with meatballs, bacon cheeseburger, but you can also get some interesting stuff. Like for instance, they have an entire entree menu walk-up with stuff like Mongolian beef, Mojo roasted chicken, butter chicken, ramen noodle bowl with beef, fish and chips. Maybe I should add that to the menu. Ramen noodle bowl with chicken and chicken roll nachos. Some other things, you can get a patty melt, a breeze chicken sandwich, honey barbecue pork sandwich, and some soup, salads, and other things.
You know, it's almost 11 o'clock. Why don't we walk back to the menu and see if that changes over from breakfast, and we'll take a quick look at it again. Again, 4 sections, depending on where you guys love to stay. If you want to sit in the Finding Nemo, the Lion King, the Little Mermaid, or Cars. And I'll give you guys a QR code as well. So if you're watching on your television, you can pull your phone up. There's your good old QR code if you're watching from at home on your television.
Already fish and chips with a Nemo theme, the darkest special.
Oh boy. Hello ladies. Just here. How was your stay?
Oh, there we go. Just switched over.
So, chicken parm pascha, meatball sub, cheese pepperoni pizza, patty melt, barbecue pork sandwich, black garlic truffle and parmesan fries, sesame chicken, ramen bowls, butter chicken, Mongolian beef. So, good selections. All right. Leo says, I remember the first time I ate here, they had make your own pasta. Hello ladies, said they had a good trip and a good stay. Awesome. Dopey Runner, 78 days to wine and wind. Wine and wind. That's a different weekend. I don't wine and wind.
Wine and wind?
It's you drink wine and you get winded. That's a different health concern. Wine and Dine coming up in 78 days. You guys coming? If you're going to be running and wine and dine, we will be having a group doing the 5K together. If you like to run with a group, we will be walking so that everyone can stay together. But we'd love to still see you guys over the weekend. We will also be having a meet up with our entire crew that Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. Location to be determined. So how you doing, Captain Good Guy? Shannon says I would get many trophies at the Wine and Wind. Big Thunder Podcast, 57 days until you stay at Art of Animation. Gonna be here in no time. Just think, you're almost home. All right, if you're watching with us for the very first time, again, my name's Chris. This is my son, Owen. My wife, Susan, and I are Travelmation travel agents. Why don't we come to the parks? Why don't we showcase this? Because our travel clients like to have access to actual footage and up-to-date, relevant information of what's going on to the places they're going to be vacationing to. So we love to bring you guys here. So when you guys come in, feel free to ask questions. That's what we do. That's what we live for. So come on in, ask some questions about the resorts, about Walt Disney World. And when you're ready to make that next trip happen, reach out to us at yeartoyearmagic.com. I'm so glad that they're finally making video games for us old people in large print. Can't see those little bitty pixels. There's a table there. I'm so glad that table's there. I almost went down, folks. All right. Let's go see some areas of the rooms.
As you're walking around, feel free to share your stories of you guys staying here, as well as once the stream ends in the comments, like having your dog seriously shaved by a mysterious person.
Tell us what you've had happen, and you can also leave a comment after today's stream. It's helpful, guys, when you leave stories and experiences like that, because there are people out there who will go on to the programs, go on to platforms like YouTube and say, I want to search Art of Animation, and your experiences are helpful. So feel free to leave your comments of what's good, what's bad, and it is helpful. People read those, and it is crucial for them to know how other people's experiences have been. Let's go Cars. Let's go Cars and then back. Let's stay Family Suites first, and then we'll end up at the Little Mermaid. In the big blue pool, only if you're staying here at the big blue pool. No pool hopping, if you're asking. We will be coming back to this section, but the drop-off is our pool bar. So. Hello, Minas. How are you today?
Can you tell your umbrellas are walking
I will be pulling my umbrella a little bit. Patrick, what do you mean old people? I mean me. I'm talking about the guy who's had not one, but 2 eye surgeries because his eyes fell apart. All right, let's hit Cars. Now, I love putting things in categories. Categories help you to find things. They help you understand how things work. Put things in alphabetical order. You can put them by color, put them in categories so it makes things easier. This has been the resort. When I first started working as a travel agent, this one I had trouble with. Owen, what kind of resort is Art of Animation?
Value? It's only Robert in the past. What?
This is a value resort. It's considered a value resort. That's what doesn't make sense to me. It's a value resort. It's considered a value resort, but indoor hallways.
All right, in a minute, let's go this way. There's more.
How's it going, Doc? Doc Hudson.
Doc Hudson. You want to take a picture? Okay. Go on.
All right, make sure when you do come through this area, do not speed. He is right here. He's just waiting. So no running at the resort, guys. No running. Rob says this was the last Disney resort that we stayed at.
What was your opinion on it?
Says we liked it a lot. We only had one minor complaint, that the line for the Skyliner wraps toward Pop Century. Very true. Great point. And also, first thing in the morning, Rob, that line, let's not skirt around the issue. In the very beginning of the morning, the line for the Skyliner is long. Very long. And it always wraps over to Pop Century. So there's not like half the line goes to Art or half goes to Pop. So not only is the line very long going over the Caribbean Beach for both Epcot and Hollywood Studios, but in the very early in the morning, if you're staying here at Out of Animation, you have to walk all the way over to Hourglass Lake, beyond it, and then down the line into Pop Century to make your way back. I don't say that to say, well, this is terrible, this should fix this. No, the line moves pretty quickly, but you do have to get in it. What is to be important to bring this up, and I'm glad you brought it up, Rob, is that don't be surprised when it happens. If you're staying at Art of Animation, you will have to walk into Pop Century when the line gets long, because it always wraps down toward the 1950s. Chrissy says the cone pool was really nice. My daughter got in at night, not a lot of people. Yeah, we're going to be walking up to the Cozy Cone here in just a second. Find the fun. We stayed here on our first and only Disney vacation so far. I like that attitude. So far. Young Dabs, welcome in. How you doing, Jessica, in the view? Is it corral A, B, or C long? Oh, it's probably more of a C, but it goes a lot faster, and the turn is not as hard to handle. All right, a lot of photo ops. That's what I love about this resort. So well themed. You are in Monument Valley, and you're coming up to the Cozy Cone Motel. Now, this is a value resort. Indoor hallways for the family suites. Not the case for the Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid rooms, so your style is just like Pop Century. Outdoor hallways. Everything else here is indoor hallways. So it doesn't fit that category of outdoor hallways for a value resort. Andrea, I'm rethinking our resort choice for the race in October. I really don't want to have to walk more for all-star resorts. They're always last. It has been a concern in the past. I think I hear more questions about issues from getting from all-star for races than others. It's not always, but we do like Pop Century for the races. Jen says, we said our 2021 trip, this was our once and done. Then we bought DBC. Well, there you go, one and done. Kind of, in a way. You can see our Monument Valley as painted on the side of the buildings. Find the fun. This resort is what makes Disney great. Theming is second to none. When I go to Disney, I want to be smacked in the face with theming. And that is the mentality of a vast majority of Disney guests. If you're paying the prices that you pay to stay on a resort, you want that theming that lets you know I am staying at a Disney resort. Now, not everybody has that feeling, and there are some guests who prefer to have something a little more upscale. And so they like the Grand Floridian, where it is a little nicer and you don't have characters all in your face everywhere. And they try to make it a lot more subtle. But there is something to be said about being smacked in the face with awesome theming. Tori says we changed our resort to Pop Century for race week. Michael, Little Mermaid rooms are comparable. Yes, they are basically Pop Century rooms with a Little Mermaid theme. Jeannie, Art of Animation has its own Skyliner line in the morning now. It's a recent change. Really? I've not seen or heard that. I'm gonna have to ask about that one. Sorry, guys. How you doing, Joe Hollywood? Welcome to the Magic Crew Cast. Thank you so much for joining and for supporting the channel. Radiator Springs. Cozy cones. Have you ever wondered, Owen, why we have never had a sipper or popcorn bucket with a cone before? You think it would have eventually have showed up, right?
We have, it's just over in this there.
It's just what?
Over in this in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm, yeah. Thank you for pointing that out. That makes me feel better. Tomato. Let's go say hello to Tomato.
Hey guys, there's more there.
Well, dadgum. Hey. Did I tell you you're my best friend? Yep, there it is.
113. Very significant number. You'll see it in a lot of anime movies.
Radiator County. All right, let's keep making our way around. If you guys are just joining us today, we are at Disney's Art of Animation Resort in the cars section. Family suites, interior hallways. Separate bedroom with a door that closes, 2 bathrooms. And if you are not a family with young kids, you might not understand why 2 bathrooms is so very important. But getting the kids all to bed after a long day in the parks, 2 bathrooms is awesome. All right, the Cozy Cone Motel has the Cozy Cone pool. It is a quiet pool. No water slide. Lifeguards are on. staff. And the little cabanas are inside the cones. They're kind of cool. Very quiet. Much smaller than the big blue pool. A more intimate. How you doing, Chelsea? We're doing a family suite at All Star Music in November. We did it for the 2 bathrooms. Yes, and it does make a huge difference. Isn't it, Lisa? We were 3 adults and 2 bathrooms really helped. I just remember when our kids were like really small, you know, when Liberty was 4 years old, we could double team. I'd have one in the tub and 1 bathroom. Susan had the other in the tub and the other bathroom, and they just got to bed quicker. How you doing, Sarge? Again, photo ops everywhere. That's why I was asking. I'm gonna take you guys just inside, just in the lobby for just a second to show you what the interiors look like. Again, indoor hallways and elevators.
So are these going to be the only sets of elevators in the building?
Yes, they do have family suites at the All-Stars. They are slightly bigger. I love the lights. Here it comes. And again, we're not going to be going into any of the rooms, of course, but I just want to show you what the hallways look like. Ice machine, snacks. Doper Runner says, need shade? How hot is it? That's exactly why we're like, we're gonna come in and take a little bit of a shade break, just for a second. Yeah, let the camera cool down for just a moment. Because it will overheat. Will overheat. Now, the family suites over at All-Star are a little different setup. And I don't believe that they sleep as many, but yeah, if you want more information about the family suites, we can provide it. There's not as many of them though, so. Manta Ray Travels, I think there should be a little more theming in the lobby area. It looks a little plain. Of course, here is our friend Lightning McQueen. Jeannie says music seems to have better beds if you have 6 people. The sofa bed in AOA suites is pretty bad. Typical pull-out couch bed. Yes, that's why I like when they've started doing renovations on any of the newer rooms that have the old couch style pull-out beds. They now have much better setups.
They pull down an actual
Yeah, it's actually like an actual mattress. Ka-chow. Today's stream is brought to you by Rusty's. This is one of my favorites.
We already mentioned how that A113 is made of like there are a lot of bumper stickers that are just fun to put that around here.
You gotta come over and check out his bumper stickers. Drink organic oil, man. Free to Mother Road.
My inner car is electric.
Save 2D animation. This is my favorite one.
Wait,
though.
where is that one? Oh yeah, at the very bottom.
Pardon my backfire, I eat veggie fuels. I break for jackalopes. My inner car is electric. Life begins at the off-ramp, man.
I love Save 2D animation.
Fillmore is really cool. All that organic fuel. Shannon says Caleb is in his ka-chow era. All right, well later on you're like, hang on then. You'll have to later on when Caleb's around, we'll come over. This one's for you, Caleb. Big brother Caleb's in his ka-chow era. Hey Caleb, look, it's Lightning McQueen. Ka-chow. And you can tell how authentic the detail is. No headlights. He's a stock car. Stock cars don't have headlights. I hope he enjoys it. How you doing, Olivia? Welcome in. Not my spy car is a hippie van. Hey, Walt. How's the bluegrass doing today? Good to see you. We are here in Radiator Springs, middle of Monument Valley, in the car section of Art of Animation. Now, the Art of Animation cars area does have not one, but 3 buildings, so there's a few more availability of cars than there are Finding Nemo or The Lion King, of which there are only 2. Beat stop. Beat stop. Beat stop. Beat stop. How you doing, Mike? Scar 84 says we had to tell Lightning goodnight every night when we stayed at Pop in June. That's a long walk over. You need a pit stop? Pit stop. We'll fix you with some new tires. You know, I just realized, Owen, that Walt Disney World and Universal both have a Luigi character. Yeah. What? Is that not the truth?
How one definitely getting it. I want to see those pictures.
But one's a plumber, and one deals in tires. Hey, Flo. Landscaping, very important. It has that desert feel.
I feel like compared to the other four, this one has like the most well detailed, not just because of the landscaping you just pointing out all of the props and all of the characters.
Yeah.
The other ones are really cool, but it really does feel like a few characters.
This
few
one,
references
there's a
there.
lot of characters on this one.
And it's like literally on the same like road as on the other section. The separate cars is unique in itself.
Greg says it would be funny if their eyes moved when they walked up to him. Greg, that would be a no. That might freak me out. Forget the 5-year-old. The 5-year-old will be like, "Cool, there's Lightning McQueen," and I'm like, I'm heat exhausted. All right. Speaking of heat exhaustion, we're gonna stop for a hydration break for just a moment, and we're gonna take you guys over into the middle section of Finding Nemo. So, Radiator Springs, a happy place. We're gonna pop over to the drop-off and have some water. And we're gonna do a walkthrough of Finding Nemo. Back to the big blue pool and animation hall, which is our lobby. We have restrooms over here by the pool and the laundry and a water bottle refill station, Owen. All right. We're gonna let you guys sit here for just a second. I'm gonna take a drink of water. Owen's gonna have a rum and coke. I have a frozen rum and coke machine over there.
Yeah.
That's an icy for adults only.
Adult icy.
If you have a rapid refill resort mug, you also have a drink station right over here on the end of the drop-off for refills for your resort mugs. If you're staying at the pool, you can get yourself something to drink as well. Joe Corn, our first once-in-a-lifetime trip was Little Mermaid room. Loved it.
So here's a good question. Would you prefer to stay in that room section again because of the theming or just the rooms itself?
So that's always the question. When someone does contact us about the Little Mermaid rooms, we always ask them if it's because of the theming, if they really love the Little Mermaid, or because they just really love Art of Animation. It's a very similar style to what your room you pay over at Pop Century, but it is a little bit pricier. Not much, but just a bit. So if you do contact us to book your trips and you ask for the Little Mermaid room, do not be surprised if we quote you for a Pop Century room as well, just to show you that just across the way is slightly cheaper price. So, all right, let's go make our way around. Goofy for Disney may have to pop over and grab some pictures on your trip in November. Oh, please do. All right. Wait, Kitten Duo just tipped a PayPal. Kitten Duo, thank you. Hang on, I gotta see if I can find it in the chat. I'm gonna grab some shade here for a moment. These guys here, every so often, will talk, but they mind their own business for the most part. I don't know if I can catch them or not when they're talking. I have to look at the clock to see exactly when they're going to be talking next. I think it's like every 10 minutes. There we go. Thank you, Kitten Duo. Kitten Duo tipped $6.26. That's an Ohana PayPal. Thank you, Kitten. Because we just got a PayPal. We just got a PayPal. We just got a PayPal for the Magic Crew. Awesome. Thank you, Kitten. Now our theming here for Finding Nemo, 2 T-shaped buildings, but only 2, not 3 like we had at Cars. So there's a less of them, but they're also close to the animation hall. So these are considered to be a little bit more of a premium. So when you guys contact us for quotes for Art of Animation, do not be surprised when you may see that per night is a little higher because of location for Finding Nemo as compared to Lion King and Cars. Inside the pool, you can see Found Nemo. We go out and then back in. And then we go out and then back in. One more time, out and then back in. And sometimes you want to do it 4 times. Our buddy Crush is on the other side. And oh, you guys are good. You're fine. Love the ears. Jellyfish. Hey, is Manta Ray Travel still with us? Mr. Ray! Lots of coral. Quick look inside. You can see the hallways and the different spaces are pretty much cookie cutter from one to the other. It's your elevator area.
Sorry.
Hello. Oh, you're fine. Go ahead. Thank you.
Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. And our little bubbles. Bubbles! How you doing, Sam A? Welcome in, Kim. No headache. That's awesome. Bubbles. Bubbles. I love the fact we got sea shanties going on in the background. Now over here behind the pool, we do have a small kids play area. It contains slides, hidey holes, and things to climb on. Please don't let the kids climb on the statues and the cars and the lions and stuff like that. They are not made for that type of rambunctiousness and could result in them falling or slipping and getting hurt. But they can always come over here and jump around, climb up the stairs, go down the slides. And there is an area here and an area in the Lion King specifically made for that type of running around and playing. So feel free to let them enjoy those areas. Happy Tuesday yet it is. How you doing? There's a splash pad over here for the kids over underneath Marlin and Nemo if they're not quite ready to swim fully. Crazy 5 Adventure says that's our favorite playground. No matter where we stay, we hop there to play. Yeah, it's totally righteous. Yeah, totally. Shaw. Haha. All right, Shannon, you might need to grab a bite to eat. Shannon sees all the coral and is thinking, French fries, French fries. Somebody's hungry. Why did he say that? I'm looking at the... How you doing, Jordan? Welcome in. Looking at the coral that like noodles were in there. I'm thinking noodles. Why did he say that? Noodles. I had noodles yesterday. I had Pei Wei yesterday. Oh, we talked about Pei Wei jokingly in line yesterday at in the ride, and well, the medical building that we took the family to yesterday, one of the fam had a doctor's appointment, and right across the street was Pei Wei. We're like, no way! It was not planned at all, guys. That was not planned. But as soon as I realized that was the case, Owen is like, okay, we're going to Pei Wei. So those in the patron chat, you guys got some of that. I posted the entire Pei Wei menu in the patron chat, as well as the drunken spicy noodles that I had and the chicken fried rice that Owen had. So I can eat that type of noodles every single day and not flinch. It's it was good. So by the way, if you are a patron, if you wonder, we've tried several times. They are formalizing the live function, the live audio and the live video. Hasn't been working for us the past few days. We've been trying, it's not working. It's because they're getting ready. It's been a beta test for a few months, and they are formalizing it. I got an email on Sunday, I believe. It will be official in the program for Patreon back on Thursday in a different spot for me as a formal item. So we can go back to doing lives on Patreon again. As a reminder, if you guys are our patron, tonight is our Zoom call. We'd love for you guys to join. We're going to be giving away our Dreamlight Disney Starlight Dream Parade limited edition pass holder pin, along as the map for the first day of the parade. And I told you I was going to tell you what the other prize we're going to be giving away tonight to one of the top 3 tiers as well. It is Yes, we did acquire one, and I'm happy that we can give one away. Dun-um, 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 dun-um. We have a jaw sipper from Universal Orlando Resort. Yeah, the first day they came back in stock, that was imperative. We made a special trip just to get the sipper. So someone's gonna get a jaw sipper. Somebody's gonna get a trading pin from Disney Starlight. And hope you guys can come in tonight for just a couple hours. Even if it's just for 5 minutes, come in and say hello. We'd love to see you guys tonight. And if you've always wanted to join, today is the day, because if not, you have to wait till September to do the Zoom call again. So come on in, we'll see you guys tonight. Any patrons in the chat tonight going to be there? How you doing, Surf Bomb? Oh, we love the geckos. They saved me 15% on my auto insurance. Yet it is spicy drunken noodles. Oh yes, and they were good. They're actually by a recipe from Chef Jet Li. And they are not joking when they say spicy either. I had to get 3 refills of something to drink because it was killing me, but oh so good. All right, Rafiki wishes us into the Lion King. 2 buildings of family suites here at Art of Animation, all themed to the Lion King. I like this one a little better than the other 2 for one reason. Shit. This one's a lot more shaded. So a lot more places to get away from the sun. Who's gonna be there tonight? Run Walk Fight's gonna be there tonight. Kitten Duo's gonna be on the Zoom call tonight. Pickle Shake's gonna be there tonight. Greg Titus has hoped to be. Oh, come on, Greg. You gotta be. What's a Zoom call without Greg? Have you ever missed a call, Greg? I don't even know if you've missed a Zoom call. We might miss Lone Wolf. I mean, Carol has an event tonight. She says she couldn't make it. Nick's not in here today, but he said he was going to be there tonight. So, Dopey Runner, be there or be a black rectangular object. How you doing, Grub Leaf? It's Owen's favorite place. Owen's favorite place is Pride Rock. No, not really. He likes the fire pits. There's 2. Dude, you should be jumping out of your skin at this point. There's not 1 but 2 fire pits.
2 of them.
You could double marshmallow. You could run from one to the other.
Dual wheels, standing in the middle of the walkway, blocking everyone to roast my 2 marshmallows at once, because I can't roast the same 2 marshmallows over the same fire.
Well, even if you guys can't come the entire time tonight, if you are a patron, come in just for a few moments. We'd love to see you, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Let us know you're only going to be in for a bit as well, because I try to give everybody a chance to say hello, and as we're jumping around, I don't want anyone to feel like they have to leave and don't get a chance to say hello. So we will see you guys tonight on the Zoom call. I'll be putting in the link later on this afternoon in the Patreon app. Oh, we're doing some cleaning over here? Hakuna Matata. Gonna clean this place. They're painting. Are they? They're painting. Wow. All these wild animals. Look. There's a meerkat. The warthog. That's a lion. And that's a crane. Oh, and where are you going? Get back here. Greg, are the rooms themed in each section? Yes, each room is themed to its characters. So inside of your rooms, you will find the rooms are decorated and designed
for that particular film. So yeah, if you've got a daughter who loves The Lion King, then you're going to want to get a Lion King room for the experience. If your son is a huge car fan, then yeah, put them in there in the Cars room. But you know, if any of them will work, like I said, consider getting a placeholder and letting Disney choose for you. All right, this is our other playground, which if you think about it, it's kind of sinister. Not a huge playground, but it's a little runaround area. You go into the nooks and crannies. Yeah. The bones of the dead. Calvin says, I will say the Little Mermaid rooms would be a little tight fit if you had the table bed down and also setting up a crib pack and play. Yeah, I feel like the Little Mermaid rooms are slightly on the smaller side. So I would not recommend those as my first option if you had to put in a pack and play. How you doing, Tony? Calvin said my brother's family had that issue when they stayed at a similar layout with Pop Century and needed that setup. Thank you, Tony, for being a member of the Magic Crew cast. 30 months. 1.5 years. Dude, that's like 2.5 years. That's longer than you thought. Thank you so much, Tony. It's members like Tony and yourselves, everyone who's green in the chat, who makes it possible for us to continue to bring you guys here consistently every weekday here on the channel. So thank you guys so very much. If you guys are watching here today with us for the first time or even in a replay, we would love for you guys to take a couple of seconds, hit the subscribe button and come back and join us here in the future. Now, our 3 hyenas would love for you to come play in their elephant graveyard. No. Bring your children, leave them unguarded. Yeah. John the Bee is going to be there tonight on the Zoom call. We'll see you there, John. Rob, it is a bare bones playground. Literally a bare bones. Calvin wanted to bring up the fact that the family suites would be great for multiple adults on a race weekend. 3 beds and 2 bathrooms make a huge difference in the morning when getting ready for a race, as opposed to having to share 1 bathroom. Well, look, it's a monkey's uncle. Little Mermaid rooms have 2 queen beds plus a table. Yep. They're value rooms, but they don't have the Murphy bed yet. So it is tight in there. If you don't need 2 beds, then it's you're paying a little extra for less space. Zazu. Oh, Zazu. I'm like, what are you saying? It's the morning report. It's the long and the short. It's Mr. Bean. $20.25 there, Tony. $20.25. Oh, RP. It is no joke. Seriously. There's a reason why certain people like, if they're going to stay here, they're always going to want to do the Little Mermaid rooms. I mean, not Little Mermaid, but the Finding Nemo rooms. And they'll pay extra for it, because if not, the walking to and from the animation hallway, oh my gosh, it's not that far, but when you do it over and over and over again, or if you forgot your resort mug and you have to go back to get it, going especially from the Little Mermaid room, it seems like it's a little further than you thought it was the first few times you do it.
It's not even as bad though as like All Stars sometimes when you have to cross the resorts. It's a hike. All right, our final section of Art of Animation. The famous, if not infamous, Little Mermaid rooms. All right, we have gone from Animation Hall, 3 buildings, Cars, 2 buildings, Finding Nemo, 2 buildings, Lion King, 3 buildings, Little Mermaid. These are outdoor hallways and were the original 1940s Pop Century buildings before construction stopped. So this does not look like it fits the rest of Art of Animation. That is why it looks more like Pop Century. It has not been renovated like Pop Century. The rooms have been recently redone. They are nice inside, but as has been mentioned, it's 2 queen beds, no Murphy bed. So if you're, coming with your family and you've got 2 adults and 2 kids, okay, that works. But if you got just 2 adults, unless you're, not on speaking terms, having 2 beds in the room as opposed to being able to flip up the Murphy bed up and pop means that you have a little bit less room to walk around and enjoy. How you doing, Chris? Just got back from a week at All Star Music. It was really hot and we missed the rain. Most nights got back to the room before the rain started. I like it when it rains at nighttime. We had some good storms come through last night. Actually,
to make sure we don't have a drought.
well, yeah, because in past years we've had droughts and we did not have the rains like we needed. Last night I took the pony puppy for a walk. She needed to get out for a bit, and it was thundering and lightning and just about to start storming any second, and she was thrilled. I thought she was going to be nervous, but she's like, this is so much fun. She's prancing around and jumping around. She's just so happy to be outside. And as long as it didn't start raining, I let her do it, and by the time we got her back inside, she was pooped out. It was awesome. But no, we got some rain last night. If you stay at Art of Animation, can you pool hop? Like if you're staying in the Lion King area, can you go to the other pools? Yeah, as long as you're staying at Art of Animation, you can go to any of the pools. It doesn't matter. If you're staying in the Little Mermaid rooms, you have access to go to the Cozy Cone or to the Big Blue Pool. You don't have to go to just the one of the Little Mermaid. And there is no pool in the Lion King. So yeah, as far as pool hopping at the Art of Animation, yes. Because of the awesomeness of the Big Blue Pool, they do not wish for those who are staying at Pop Century to have access because, it can get overly crowded. That's okay. They got the hippy dippy pool. They're doing okay. You know what they say though, the seaweed's always greener. And somebody else's pool. More painting, yeah. They're doing they're getting some painting done. All of the time when they're doing stuff like this, they almost are always going to do it in the hottest part of the day. It's when you're going to be most likely in the parks. You will not see work like this being done when around dinner time and beyond. So
It's like all those this value. Each building is going to have one huge landmark Now, Michael does bring up a point. We are at a value resort, guys. What does that mean? Value resorts, again, have certain things that you can always kind of count on. Other than the family suites being indoor hallways, the rest of what happens here is still considered to be value. And one of that is there are no table service restaurants here. When you go to moderate resorts, that's when you start having table service restaurants available. Here, it is only quick service. And that was the other thing. Michael brought up the fact that there are no waterfalls or slides. If you want to slide, if you want a water slide, you got to go to moderate or deluxe. Yeah. Your value resorts do not tend to have water slides. I know it's a weird thing, but it fits. Hi, Ariel. So we've seen all 4 meters. You potentially want to go around Hourglass Lake. For a little bit though. Before we do that though, let's go say hello to Ursula. Calvin says, I'm looking forward to having Art of Animation as home base for Wine and Dine weekend, but I will walk over to Pop for the bus in the morning. He loves the Pop Century bus service. They do such a great job of cheering on the runners. And don't forget, if you ever contact us to help you book your Walt Disney World Resort stays for an upcoming in-person Run Disney event, make sure on your registration and your request to us that you mention to us that you're coming for a Run Disney race. Let us know which race you're running. We would love to provide you guys with a complimentary ear-to-ear magic bib board set for holding your race bib on during the races. Would you like a new little brother or sister? They're free. All right, there's Ursula. And Sebastian, he's at the other end of the pool. You can see him from aerial. Brittany, is the animation bus service not good? No, for the race service, Brittany, the Art of Animation bus service is perfectly fine. Matter of fact, it's pretty standard and can be counted on. Pop Century, they have this one head cheerleader who has taken over cheering and making every Run Disney runner who gets on the bus at the beginning of the race and gets off the bus at the end of the race feel super duper welcome in ways that the other resorts can only try to emulate. And it's only for the races.
So the bus service is perfectly fine for the races. It has nothing to do with the resorts. It only has to do with in those races. And remember, they don't even use Disney buses for Run Disney races, because those Disney buses are already put aside for transportation to the parks. But for Run Disney races for those weekends, they charter coach buses to come in, and they just do a really good job of cheering all the racers on and off the bus, and it's just kind of fun over at Pop Century. It's just become sort of like a tradition. Again, outside of the Little Mermaid rooms, I just did something and I don't know what I did. I touched the button and it disappeared. If I cut somebody off or blocked somebody, please let me know. I'm sorry. Well, what happens is when I'm trying to select and move the chat, sometimes a menu pops up and I don't know the menu's going to pop up until I'm getting ready to move it up again. And as soon as the menu pops up, whatever option my finger touches, it just selects. So just point this out to you guys briefly, because sometimes people talk about this. This is your emergency. Hang on, I have to do a refresh here. This is our emergency raft for like the Skyliner. So for whatever reason something goes wrong in the Skyliner over Hourglass Lake, they can take this boat out. It's got the height to it. They take the boat out, it reaches all the way up to the gondolas, and you can simply step out of the gondola onto the boat ramp, get on the boat, and they can evacuate you. So I just thought I'd point that out if you guys are like, what happens if you get stuck up there? B Guy says, we stayed in the Lion King Suites in May. It was the best. This is our favorite resort. Awesome. Disney Lisa says it's just so Disney feeling at this resort because of the theming. I know, Gino, but I didn't block somebody by accident either. Please let me know if I did. The mods are here to see what I did, and they'll reverse it. They're like, oh, this guy. He just keeps doing stuff and talking. Chemistry and biology. He says, this has been so cool to see the resort. I may need to pop over there for photo ops the next time we're at Walt Disney World. I do think it's a great option for you doing that. And I've known people who have used the Skyliner or the bus system to make their way over to Art of Animation. And like I said, we used to do that from the resorts. When we were staying at Port Orleans Riverside, we would go to the Magic Kingdom for the day, and then for dinner we would get on the bus to Art of Animation, go over to the Landscape of Flavors, have dinner, and then take the buses back over the Disney Springs, and then take the boat back to Port Orleans Riverside. So, you know, feel free to kind of switch it up. I think sometimes people, I know if this is your first trip and you've got a lot of rides and attractions to get to, you got to work really hard to get everything in, and you don't have that flexibility. But if you're staying for longer trips, consider getting some resorts in and using the complimentary transportation system to access them. Owen's suggestion that we walk around. There are walkways on both sides of the buildings, and something that sometimes people aren't aware of, there are ways to access both here and on the other side of Hourglass Lake. Is access to get over to Pop Century. All right, let's make it back to Animation Hall. We'll wrap it up. If you have questions, guys, please let us know in the chat. This is a great time to do it. Or if you're watching this after and replay, feel free to leave a comment after today's stream. and ask questions. We always get alerts when those comments are left after. And the question of the day, I would love to hear from you guys. If you have stayed here at Art of Animation, please feel free to leave a little review of the resort, what you liked and what you didn't like about it. And yes, I do want you to put what you didn't like about it. We want these streams to be a resource for all travelers coming here. And we know of several of our travel clients who tell us that they go back and watch our past years. This is our 4th year of doing these resort tours. And it is beneficial for someone who's not as familiar of these resorts to go and watch them, and that helps. It really does. All right, I don't know if I'm live. The program is acting up, even though I've got full cellular strength. I have reset about 7 times, but it keeps telling me that it can't connect, even though I have all bars. So let me know in the chat if you lose me, guys. It's acting up really weird. Okay, good. My secondary device is also not working.
We're still going.
It's just so strange. There we go. Yeah, it's telling me I have no transmission, but I got full AT&T strength there. So weird.
It's jumping slightly, but it's still going.
Yeah, I don't get that though. I should be like at full 1080. No questions. All right, thanks, Ben. Appreciate it, guys. It's not overheating. It's actually the program itself. The streaming program is having issues.
We've tried many programs in the past, and one significant pro to this one is that will actually tell you the output.
Yeah, I can actually see signal strength on this one, and the signal strength is not there at the moment. So I'm gonna play. Find the Fun says the sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast barrels are delicious. The tater tot bowl that they have both here at Pop Century, not the best as far as breakfast items for health reasons, but best for comfort food. Calvin will tell you, it's after a race, if I get really starving afterwards, it's all I can do not to go. Dude, I'm just gonna run in and grab one of those potato bowls. All right, welcome back to Animation Hall, everybody. Ooh, hi, SK, how you doing? Couple of reminders for you and the crew today. Tomorrow we're going to be doing our Epcot hide and seek, and we've not did a hide and seek over at Epcot before, so that should be fun. Hopefully you guys will come join us. And Saturday is our last of our virtual 5Ks for the Run Disney Summer Virtual Series. If you guys have already completed your series, awesome, congratulations. If you've still got one or more left, we hope that you guys will take Saturday's run as a motivation to get your last runs in. And we're gonna do our last one on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. So, Bossar says, I love the hide and seek, so come and join us tomorrow. SK, thank you. I hope you enjoyed the tour. These tools are meant to be beneficial for those who have never been, haven't been in a while. But a great thing is that our crew here, we have such great knowledge and great experience. And we hope that you guys will utilize each other as a suggestion of what was good, what is not so good, because it's not just enough to get you to here to Walt Disney World as a travel agent. Our job is to have you guys get here and have the best possible time. And that includes making sure that the experience is set up perfectly to what you and your family or organization need. So thank you guys for letting us have these opportunities here on our live streams to share this. And we hope that if you are ready to book your next Walt Disney World vacation, Disneyland vacation, Universal Orlando Resort, or any of the major cruise lines, reach out to us at eartoearmagic.com. That's our website. Go to our travel services page and fill out one of the inquiry forms and let us know how we can help you at no cost to you book and plan your next vacation. We appreciate your help in doing what we do, and thank you guys for supporting us as a small business when it comes to travel as your travel agent. All right, now at this point, it's up to you guys. As we close out today, we want you guys, again, leave us a comment. Let us know what you think of the resort, and leave your experience for other people to read. You'll be surprised at how beneficial it will be for someone else going, you know what, I read so-and-so's comment. That is an excellent point. This will be a great resort for us, or maybe we should go to Pop Century, or maybe we should go to this or that, and that's helpful. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. As a reminder, our patron call is tonight, so don't forget that, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll have the link out for that later. Tonight, we're going to be giving away a Starlight Parade limited edition pass holder pin and a Jaws sipper from the Universal Orlando Resort, both of which I'd love to keep, but we're going to give them away. So we'll see you guys tonight at 7 p.m. And if you're not already a part of our patron group, consider joining patreon.com/ear-to-ear-magic, and we'll see you guys tonight on the Zoom call. So guys, have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you so much for hanging out with us here today. We'll be back tomorrow at Epcot to do a little hide and seek. So take care of each other, and remember, share a laugh, share a smile, share a compliment. But whatever you do, be the sunshine in somebody else's day. From all of us here at Ear to Ear Magic, have a wonderful and magical day, and we'll see you guys in the parks. Thanks, everybody. Have a great one. We'll see you real soon. Patrons, we'll see you guys tonight. You know, pizza is a circle. And if you eat it, you live. So pizza is a circle of life.
And it could be,
Circle of life.